Hi, welcome to the channel if you're new here, welcome back if you've been here before. Excuse the intro, but I must admit I haven't been out in the crib for nearly a month, and going out on a trip today, if you're a regular to the series, there's a high potential that I may have forgot something, so I just wanted to double check and then we can work out later what I actually have forgot. More importantly for now though, wow, I've not been out in the crib for a month. It feels so alien to me, and I've got to be honest, I've been out of action. I pulled me back out. I feel like I got abused by the Mandingo himself, and I couldn't even stand up straight for 2 weeks. It was horrific. But back in action now, and it's mid-November, and there's a sneaky bit of blue sky in the sky. So in all honesty, I thought it'd be rude not to get out and just do a little bit of a one-nighter. I'm not going far, we're going to stay local, but I've got a funky little spot, and there's a poignant sort of reason for us going out on this one, if you've seen the title. So, talking of poignant, I think it'd be rude not to go to the spot for the channel, where it all started, and I'll explain a little bit more. Braggy Park then, or rather the Braggart Country Park in Leicestershire, for those that don't know. A really nice area, a few old buildings and searching, a load of deer roaming around, and pretty much the main or only place that you can get outside Leicester City into the countryside and have a decent hike around. So yeah, let me get me shoes in it together and we get on the trail. Man, bloody pain display, man, Scrooge McDuck, man. I'll tell you what as well, I might have chosen the wrong jacket for this one. It is looking rather nice and autumny. Yeah, the weather feels a little bit wintry. It's brisk, it's cold, it's here, winter. Getting on. What a beautiful little spot. The one and only Braggart Park and Old John. What? Looks like they might be rebuilding it. I've never in my life seen it surrounded by scaffolding. Wow, I can only imagine why and what they're doing that for. Maybe it's been damaged by weather. God knows. I mean, it's a few hundred years old. It's a bit late in the day to be rebuilding it, but hey ho, there it is. And it is. Yeah, as windy as a bumhole after a bag of sprouts at the minute, I've got to be honest. So I think, rather than go uphill, yeah, I think we're led downhill. But either way, I guess those that follow this channel and have been around for a while will remember this spot for a few reasons. Not only is it the spot where I made the first ever video on the channel before I went to Southeast Asia with the kids, but it's also the point we were at about 12 months ago, when at the time we were driving around in the Zavira, and there was talk on the channel of putting together a little GoFundMe to go out and buy the next vehicle for car camping, which turned out to be the Galaxy and also a Kia Picanto. And to be honest, this is where my apology comes in, because we stood here last year talking about getting a new vehicle to do a wondrous build series on the channel, and it hasn't happened, and I wanted to apologise for that. I think I kind of lost my way, I'll say that. It became a little bit evident that a lot of people wanted the trips to continue and weren't overly keen on the build series, which hand on heart is one of the reasons I sort of pushed on with the trip series. I did, as you may have noticed over the year, try to attempt to do the build series, but it failed miserably. Not only due to my lack of skills and also prioritising trips over the build, but also, I'll be realistic with you. You know, if you follow the channel, I like to keep it real, and I will. I won't feed you no bourgeois. I couldn't afford it. You know, these van builds, or this car camp build, costs a fortune. It's a lot of equipment, and it's also a lot of organising as a YouTuber if I'm going to get some sort of promotional thing going on to actually do it. But to be honest, this build idea wasn't about me, it was about you guys. a lot of you guys put cheese into this build or into this vehicle that was supposedly gonna bring this build, and I had noticed recently a couple of comments that people were disappointed that it hadn't happened. Well, I've worked really hard over the past couple of months, before the previous Scotland trip, during and since, and I'm really happy to hope that I can rectify some of those wrongs, because the Kia build, I can tell you, is in full effect. I honestly can't sort of tell you what level of that it's in, because it's in a fantastic level, but what I can tell you is it's halfway about from being an old school little Kia Picanto to being a fully fledged badass van build type car camp build, full electrics and all the things that will go with it. I'm not going to spoil it too much right here and now. So that really is the thing with this today. I wanted to apologise. I lost my way a little bit, and I'm hoping to rectify it, not just with the Kia build, but possibly in the new year with a build on the Galaxy. I'd like to get this one out of the way first, see how it rolls with piecing it all together. For a YouTube, it's not just a matter of like cutting a few bits of wood, wiring up a few electrics, it's everything that it entails as well. Trying to put it together as a build series, maybe pulling in companies and such. And yeah, if I do the Galaxy next year, I want to be able to have the time to make it special. Not decided how yet, but hopefully once we've done a few funky things with the Kia, yeah, we can move on to that, the one that was truly promised. But I've got a sneaky suspicion that not many people are going to be disappointed with this Kia build, mate. It's going to be a legend, and hopefully where we're going to take it, I'll hold my hand on heart now. I'm really trying really hard for this to happen, and I've mentioned it a couple of times. When it's done, I might take it for a little tester, and then we're off to Africa, mate. Admittedly, Morocco, Northern Africa, which is only a boat from Gibraltar, but to get there and to explore there, hopefully it's going to be one of the mentalest trips we've ever done in a 1.1 Kia Picanto, mate. In the real world, I'm trying really hard to make it happen before the end of the year, because I've said it on the channel before that this year I wanted to try and get into Europe. And again, I guess that's the thing with YouTube, isn't it? Something I personally need to learn. If I say something on the channel, it has to happen, because I'm putting it out there. And just, yeah, I appreciate as a viewer, somebody said he's doing something and then he doesn't, you kind of question what's going on. So let's put a few more out there. Let's put some dreams out there. And these might not happen, but we've got to have dreams. I've been thinking long and hard how to move forward with the channel over the next year, and I've come up with some wild ideas. I want to throw in a few quirky videos, which is what I'm going to be doing over the next month or so with the build series. It won't just be a build series, there'll probably be a few camps and a few other bits in between. I appreciate not everyone wants to watch the build series, but moving forward, it's not always possible to do quirky videos. So I'm going to throw some dreams out there. Big trips. NC 500 maybe in the Kia. We've mentioned it briefly. The Arctic Circle in Norway. Oh my God, and here's an absolute mad one, you know. We've been 2.5 years on the channel now. How many times have I mentioned Asia? Let's throw one in the mix. A trip from the UK to the Himalayas. Yeah, I'm up for it. I've been looking at it and I've been trying to sort of plan it. It may never happen, but there's a few dreams. You've got to have them, haven't you? Because if you get halfway, oh man, you'd probably be stuck in Iran. Yeah, that's not a good example, but you know what I mean. I guess really what I'm trying to explain with this really lengthy waffle is that we promised to push change and move the channel forward when we were here last time, and I've noticed just normally and naturally doing the same thing becomes a little bit same. So it's time for a little bit of change. It's time to push the channel to the next level. I might not have the finances for it yet. We're not hitting 1 million views on a video, not even 100,000. But you know what? I'm gonna give it a go and try and do it on a shoestring. Starting with the Kia build and then a trip to blooming Africa, mate. Right, I've waffled enough, but I did wanna say I'm sorry for losing my way and disappointing a few people. Let's hope we can rectify it. And for now, let's hope we can find a decent little spot to burn something in the back of the crib for the night and hopefully not get bothered. I've got an idea of a spot. Let's get back to the crib. Back at the crib with all the dents and quirks intact, you know. Gonna have to get that sorted at one point. Right, let's get the kettle on, and I want to check something on the internet a second. And I thought I may as well check it on the laptop, not only because I brought it with me, but also because it gives me a good way of introducing today's sponsor for the video, Surfshark VPN. And lo and behold, just as I've turned the laptop on, somebody round here is rocking a Wi-Fi network that I could actually connect to. I'm not going to because of security issues. But if that was, say, a cafe or hotel Wi-Fi network that I wanted to, then I could use something like Surfshark VPN to connect to it and know that I've got that extra level of security. Because that's what Surfshark VPN is. It's essentially another level of security and peace of mind for when you're going about your daily doings on the internet, on literally any of your devices. Yes, your mobile phones and your laptops and PCs, but also your gaming systems and also your smart TVs. And not only that, one subscription is for unlimited devices. Yeah, enough for all of your devices and all your family devices as well on one account. It works in a simple way with a simple little install and a couple of clicks to set it up, and then runs in the background, giving you the extra level of security that you need. I've used a VPN for about 20 years now, both in Southeast Asia and more recently on the Scotland trip when I was on the boats and ferries, just to hook up to their networks and have that peace of mind. And not only that, but I also use it on my PC at home on a daily basis to help keep my identity hidden. And not only does Surfshark VPN give you the security benefits that you're looking for, but it also gives you other benefits. For example, connecting to a VPN, say in another country, could give you the benefit of watching, say, Netflix or some other streaming services as if you're in those countries. For example, the old Game of Thrones series that may have been released before in America and you can't watch it in the UK, using Surfshark VPN, you can watch those episodes straight the way they come out. I should also mention, because it's called Surfshark VPN, they do also do other packages on top of the VPN, which offer antivirus and other things also. But whichever you choose, at the minute, they've got a fantastic offer on. If you're using my code Wondering Where, you can get up to 6 months additional on top when you sign up for a package. I'll leave a link in the description where you can go and check it out. As for now, start tidying up, get me brew on, and we can get over to the spot for the night. Here we go then, random country lane. Hold my hands up. I think we've drove down this on the channel, yeah, once or twice before, but there is a few lay-bys around here, so yeah, I figured it might be a good spot for the night. There's actually one here on the right. It's not a bad little view, is it? I don't know if you're going to be blocking anybody's gate there. Oh, I think we can get away with this for the night. Do you know what? I'm not being funny. This might be an alright spot. Quick peruse of the landscape, you know. Oh mate, the vehicle's coming already, but it's not a tidy little, bad little view. And it's definitely going to be quiet at night. I know this road quite well, if I'm honest, so. And you could almost have a boggy walk in the morning. Probably not. I'm feeling it. I think it'll be right. Look at this with the blue sky as well. We're so blessed. It's supposed to be some mad storms coming in over the next few days, but yeah, not to worry for tonight. For tonight, oh, it's all about the munchie. Got a special one. Bringing back a classic-ish. Gotta say, that sun is amazing on an autumn evening, but it is blooming blinding. Holy crud, 2 minutes later with the sun and now it's bloody raining, mate. Typical English weather, eh? It's getting cold as well, man. I'm glad I've got the heat tube for the night. I might actually turn that on later. And, shameless plug, the Wondering Where beanie to keep my head warm. Oh yes, check them out. available on the wonderingwhere.net website. This season's just come out, got a couple of new ones as well. Go check them out. But on a serious note, something I really do need to say. All this that I've been talking about with the Kia build and such, I need to thank a few people, because without them, none of this would be happening. Andrew, for taking his time out and putting together an absolute massive concise list of everything I needed for the build, and donating an amazing inverter. Jamie, for last weekend, for helping us out with doing some stuff on the Kia, and a special thank you to Jason, who, without dedicating all of his time over the past I don't know how many weekends, none of this would be happening. So mate, a special thanks, mate. I can't thank you enough. She looks like a monster, mate. You're a legend. For now though, somewhere in here, oh mate, I hope I haven't lost it. Oh, there's a couple of mouldy carrots. Yeah, sneaky pad thai, you know, bringing back a bit of Asian, because it's been an age since we've had an Asian in the crib, and you know I like an Asian, so hey ho. Check this out though, this is mental. Just for one night stand, I've got nothing in the fridge, and it's rocking, mate. It's on 7 degrees. I don't get this fridge. Sometimes it's legendary and sometimes it's not. I think it's when it's hot outside, it doesn't seem to work as well, but I'm so glad I've got it. They've been in there a couple of days and still cold. Right, I'm going through the exclusive instructions on the back here, and I've got to be honest, it's just not playing ball, because the first thing you're supposed to do is waste half a can of gas and wait half an hour, because that's how long it's going to bloody take, to boil down these into noodles, which I'm supposedly supposed to set aside for stage 2. I'm going to go rogue, and I'm going to go straight in with stage 2. Reason being, because like all good chefs, here's one I prepared earlier, some pre-made noodles, and these are way better, dude. These are minging, dude. Look at them, they're like rock hard, man, and these are, I don't know, eggy medium noodles. They'll do the job. I can just fry them off. So, from my reckoning, I reckon we can just go in straight away with the big ones and a sneaky bit of prawn scare. I guess we just fry them off for a couple of minutes. That'll work, won't it? Right, where they're frying off, time for a little bit of this. Mate, that looks really sorry for itself, all small and shriveled up. Sad lad. But yeah, bit of that, and a bit of prep. Damn it, that definitely took longer than the 2 minutes that the prawns were supposed to be frying. Oh my days. Yeah, they're off burnt. I'm about to turn the bloody gas off. Oh, crud, I had it on full power. That weren't good, was it? Now I'm supposed to bosh an egg in there and scrimble it up. This pan's too big. I know that one. Alden Bennett. At least we know they're bloody cooked. Not going to get fishy poisoning. Right, and I think the noodles go in next. I ain't got a bloody clue, mate. It's a pad thai, innit? You just bosh everything in, mate. It's like Asian style. Just bang it in there. Guess I'm gonna bang the sauce in and all, mate, because I'm feeling like it. Feeling large, let's have it. And the gubbins. Oh, don't go everywhere. Oh, mate, the onion, the nuts. Oh, crunchy nuts. Love a bit of that. Oh, honestly, I really hope this tastes as good as it smells, because it smells lustastic. It's totally like sweet and sour smell. And yeah, there it is, served. Let's try raw prawn first. That's a good feed. And it was definitely a good idea with them noodles. Perfect for it. Wicked, mate. Proper steam the windows in there now. I was going to sit and chill with a view, but yeah, might have to have all the doors open for about half an hour to clear the windows. For now though, I think I'll catch you in a bit, or I'll catch you in the morning. Mate, pad thai with king prawns, not just any prawns. Catch you in a bit. Morning. Apologies for the lack of light in here. I've lost the remote control for the bloody lights. I had it last night, I put it down somewhere and I can't find it, so I'm sat in the black hole of Calcutta at the minute. I've got a spare bits at home, but yeah, it's not much use here, is it? Amazingly, this spot wasn't actually that bad last night. I got a few pappers, I thought I would anyway, but apart from that, nothing. No bother, no nothing. The traffic did start early this morning though. I think about 7:30. It was already rushing by with loads of like people going to work. It's about 9:30 now. I'm really gonna have to make a move. I don't know if I actually mentioned it, but this Sunday is gonna see the start of the build series. The first video is gonna drop. As for now, from a pretty cold, wintry little spot in Leicestershire, innit? I think this is going to be the best point to end the episode. As always, guys, I really hope you enjoyed it. Bit of a weird one, bit of a lead-in to season 3. But if you did enjoy it, all the good stuff, hit the like button, subscribe to keep up with the series, and definitely hit me in the comments. And as always, you know, take it easy, enjoy the camp, get out there, and stay stealthy. All right.